Um, anyway, thank you, Christina. We are the online comedy world, the only online comedy world for young women and non-binary folks who want to nerd out together about comedy, who want to learn about comedy. We have tons of classes, who want to meet and ask questions of comedy celebrities. We have that every week. We have open mics and we have performances just like this. So we are the only place where you can get all of this in one place at one time and make new friends at the same time. So if you have questions about how you can become one of us, it's super easy and we would welcome you. So just ask your friend who invited you or check our website, goldcomedy.com. Anyway, I'm Lynn Harris. I am not in my usual background. Some regulars may know. I'm actually visiting my dad for Passover and I'm with my kids. I have, tween kids, and I'm here in Lexington, Massachusetts, where I grew up, which was a tough place to grow up in 1775. And it's great to be home. I will say I regress immediately. Like I'm a grown ass lady, but if my dad's like, "Hey, could you just?" I'm like, "Oh, Dad." So that never ends. I should tell you a little bit more about my dad. He's like, he's right there. So shout out to Kelly. So my dad, you should know, is a very famous, really famous linguist, which means that about 12 people know who he is. Shamara, he was at MIT. So he was, which basically means he's not as famous as the other linguist, which basically means I grew up a heartbeat away from Noam Chomsky. Thank you. And I totally want to just, if I had time, I would just take you on a tour of the bookshelves. So yeah, there's like, let's see. Okay, there's this like retirement certificate, and this is like the light reading that we have here. The structure of language. Yes. Readings in the philosophy of language, and you'd think that it would have words in it, like this book, because it's language. But I bet you, hold on, I'm going to show you. It actually, the stuff that he does or did, he's retired, is so weird that it actually looks like math. Like it's here, look, it looks like calculus. Here, I'll show you. This is, okay, I don't know if you can see, but see, it's like diagrams. So like when people are like, your dad's a linguist, that's so cool. Does he like go into the Amazon and like talk to tribes? And I'm like, no. Literally no one knows what he does. So anyway, so that's that. And then one other quick thing is, okay, I'm just gonna share my screen. One of the fun parts of coming home is seeing all of the photos of me that are problematic. And so I'm just gonna show you one of many. So here we go. And then I'll tell you a little story. So this is me, I'm gonna say circa 1979. Hold on, let me get rid of this other stuff. Hold on. Let's see, there it is. So, okay, sorry about the mess. So yeah, that's about 1979. Please enjoy the collar. I think my grandmother made that. I think that I also, the collar also enabled me to fly, like Dumbo. And then my son yesterday, my son's 12, he found this somewhere in my house and handed it to my husband and said, "This is your wife." Oh. So yeah, hope I've had a bit of a glow up in the last like 50 years, but in any case, so that's me. That's a little bit about me. Next time I'll Zoom from my old bedroom and we'll find my Sean Cassidy puzzle and stuff like that, which I tweeted at Sean Cassidy and he tweeted back. And now he follows me. If you would ask me, yeah, anyway, that's another story for the showcase. All right, who's ready for less tour of my house and more of the comedy that you came to see? Yes! Yeah. All right. And once again, guests, I am so glad you're here, and all of our performers are so glad that you're here. But let me ask you please to unmute yourselves if you can, and show us your faces if you can, which means that we'll hear your laughter and see your smiles, and that is why they are here. They actually, it's sort of like that thing where you keep them alive. It's like a Bow on the Go, like Tinkerbell. Your laughter Tinkerbell. And Tinkerbell. I was trying to be more up to date, but yeah, it is like Tinkerbell. Your laughter and smiles are what keeps them alive. So no pressure, but we want to hear from you and we want to see your faces. So ready for some show?
Woo!
Hear ya. Okay. I think that was all right, but I think I need to hear it again. Who is ready? Who, including but not limited to the comedians, are ready for some show? All right. All right. Yeah, Shamara especially. All right, let's see. So let me just get to my intro for do I have an intro for Caitlin? Do I have an intro for
Oh wow, didn't send you anything.
I can't find it, but that's okay. I'm just gonna do it myself. Coming to the stage to get this party started is, let's see, she is a college student. She is super overcommitted, and she still has time to be at almost every gold event, almost everything, because she is hardcore and she is hilarious. Please give it up for Caitlin.
Woo! Caitlin. Hello, this was my version of like a curtain because that's just where I'm at today. So yeah, I don't know, I've been really nostalgic lately, and when I was little, I just loved when my dad would read me bedtime stories. Like he would tuck me in all like snuggly, sit down at the foot of my bed and read like, once upon a time, Russian forces overtook Damascus, leading to the destruction in the streets of the Syrian capital. Like, did no one else take their daily foreign policy briefs from bed? Not just me? Okay. I have a little bit of a leadership problem. Like I always need to be the head of everything I'm part of. Always gotta be on the up and up. Like right now, I'm a theater student, working all the clubs. In 10 years, I'm gonna be a theater director. In another 10 years, I will be president of the United States.
There you go.
It's a very logical progression. Like, never mind the fact that I've never taken a single IR or poli-sci class, because as my drama teacher would say, all of life is improv. My advisor comes up to me like, Madam President, should we bomb Russia? I'm like, yes, and China. Most kids, I think, want to be president. 8-year-old me was already campaigning for the presidency. Every day I wore an American flag pin on my lapel because I wore a blazer to middle school. Helped with the bullying.
Oh my God.
I'd go around kissing all the babies who were like the third graders. Inappropriate. Befriended the kids who ate lunch in the library to get the nerd vote. I saw injustice. I called for legislative reform. Like, I fight for equality. And that is why I propose a per person limit of no more than 2 Oreos per day, mommy. I even got one of those like round rugs with the bald eagle in the middle of it for my bedroom, which definitely has scared off more than one sexual partner. God bless America, my friends. That is all I have for today. Thank you so much.
All right.
Yeah.
Give it up for Caitlin. Yeah, I too had similarly terrifying bedtime stories, but mine were mostly, as you know, the study of dialects. It has been common in recent years to focus primary attention on the facts of the utterance and to concern oneself primarily with such questions as the mutual intelligibility of totally worked. All right. Awesome. Give it up once again for Caitlin.
Woo! Yeah.
All right. Who is ready for more show?
Woo!
Awesome. And once again, if you're able to turn on your cameras, turn on your mics, that would be awesome. Whatever you can do so that the comics can hear and see you is fantastic. And meanwhile, while you're doing that, I am going to bring up our next performer. And I am vamping until I find her intro. And if anyone has not sent me your intro, just chat it to me. And otherwise, I'm just going to make it happen. She is an accomplished actor. She is, she lives in Florida, where I remarked today that the crocuses were coming up because spring was coming, and she was like, "Oh yeah, we don't have that." But we are so glad that we have her. So please give it up for Ariel.
Woo! Thank you. Yeah, so there's a lot of things that go wrong in Tampa. Like the other day, I was walking and a homeless man said to me, he says, may I quote, "Damn, you ugly."
Okay.
Okay. So, well, sir, I have no idea. This ain't even the worst of it. And he ran away. So but that kind of it relates to what I'm going to talk about today, which is how looks can be deceiving. So I classify myself as a woman, but I wouldn't really say I am much of a lady. Like my friends, we don't say like, what are you going to wear tonight? We say things like, when was the last time you washed your hair? Again. That's us, that's just the type of women that we are, and it's funny because like a lot of people, they'll say like really nice things to me, like, "Oh my God, you look so pretty, oh my God." And then they'll like walk closer to me to see like my necklace or something. And I got to tell them like, whoa, don't get too close. You're going to smell the truth. It's like when people think that I am like calm and collected, and I have my shit together, and then we go for a high five. And then my sweaty pits make them, So a lot of things that are deceiving about me, but that's okay. But, another fun fact about me is that today I had my 80th COVID test. Yesterday I sneezed and I felt very concerned. Did I say that I'm a hypochondriac? But it was nice to go there, be there. Actually, today was Dr. Van's birthday, so I'm glad I made it for that one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
We are glad you are healthy.
Yeah.
I know you are. Awesome. Hope you get the vaccine soon. That'll solve a lot of your problems.
I know, right?
Save you so much time. But I bet you'll still go visit. Yeah. I mean, you guys, yeah. Anyway, all right, one round. Give it up again for Ariel.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. All right, coming to the stage. We went down to Florida. Now we're coming back up to New York State. She hails from Long Island. She enjoys sushi on Monday nights. She, like all professional comedians, is also a waitress or hostess. At a fine establishment on Long Island. You should visit her when those things are possible. You're gonna love her. Please give it up for Kelly.
Woo!
Woo! Thanks, guys. This is great. I will say though, like I do have a little bit of stage fright, even over Zoom. Like I'll be so excited for a show, and then right before it, I'm like, wait, what if people hear what I say? Why I have to drink chamomile during my set. I am a little bit of like a socially anxious person, worse with Corona, obviously. It was always just hard, like knowing what to say at parties when you've worked 80 part-time jobs. Like I can never be like, yeah, I'm an accountant. I totally know how to do math. Like right now I hostess, as Lynn said. It's fine. It's one of those jobs that you say, you're like, yeah, I'll do that for like 2 and 3 months and then dip. Then it's 5 years later. You have a beard. You have a kid. What happened, right? I will say though, hostessing has worked wonders for my acting skills. Just like, yes, you might have something in 20 minutes. Knowing full well there just won't be a table for like a day and a half. I'm like, can I put your name down? Yeah. And scene. Where you really get caught is when people come back and they're like, you said 20 minutes. I'm like, so what happened was I lied. Yeah. Hostessing isn't hard. And like, sure, I can act it out. But in my heart, I'm just not like an assertive person. Some guy will walk in and be like, hey, we're going to be 6. Can we sit there? I'm like, oh, no, that's reserved. He's like, ugh, can we sit there anyway? I'm like, you guys make a compelling argument. I worked a lot of part-time jobs, a lot of temp jobs. I didn't realize how many part-time jobs I had worked until I did my tax return last year. And I was like, wow, I really was an English major, wasn't I? I really decided to major in books. Like my siblings have very like corporate and real jobs. And I'm like, wouldn't you guys rather just do art and struggle? Being an English major was a lot of getting drunk and staring at the moon. They're too long. It's like, there's a sonnet here. I could put together a couplet right now. I feel like you didn't go to a liberal arts school unless at some point someone tried to convince you that the wands in Harry Potter are just penises. And then people are like, how come English majors don't have jobs? Because I went to college. And somebody said, oh, who's your favorite character, Dobby? Well, he's a phallic symbol. You read a book about clouds, they're like, rain is actually a phallic symbol. No, right? We had to analyze The Office, like the show The Office. And somebody really said, I mean, Phyllis, phallus, it's right there. Like, can we cool it with the dicks for 5 seconds? I bring all that good stuff to a job interview. They're like, no thanks, Freud. You can't be our new temp. That's gonna be it for me, guys. Thanks so much.
Hey. Woo! 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 All right. Well, you will always, no matter how many other jobs you have, you will always have a job in comedy, Kelly. This we know. This we know. Awesome. Keep it going for Kelly while our next performer gets ready. Woo! All right. Oh, there she is. All right. So, ready, just keep things moving right along. Coming to the stage. We're so psyched she's here. We haven't seen her in a while, but that's how we roll here. Once you're a Gold family, you are always Gold family. So once again, if you want to find out more about like who these folks are and how they learned to tell jokes, some of them had some joke telling experience before they came to Gold, some didn't. All levels are welcome. We're just a place to learn and get better in any way that you want to, whether you want to be, whether you're just, comedy curious or comedy serious, all levels are welcome. And comedy skills are also life skills. So, whatever you want to do, we will help you out and you can join this family of funny people. So let us know if you're interested. And where was I? So yeah, my point is, we are so happy to see this member of the Gold family. She's a comedian, she's a singer, she's a rapper, she's a great friend. She performs with the Armory Comedy in New York City. She teaches workshops with FLS Academy. She is probably dehydrated, but you're not even gonna notice, but please do take some sips of water during your set. Please give it up for Shamara Hernandez. Woo!
Woo! Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm going to ask for some audience participation. I'm just going to test this. Is this showing up in like English? Can you read this left to right?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. And now the light is all out of balance because it's racist. Hey. Folks, I'm going to perform a character. So the next few things I'm going to say are going to take on a different persona that I wrote, and it's all for fun. I hope that you like it. Okay. Oh, hello, white pop music artist. I'm so happy to see you. I'm Bertha Lyon. I might be Cookie Lyon's cousin, but mind your business. We don't need to get into it. Thank you for coming to my office. I've been watching your career, And I know what you're thinking. You're ready to change your image, but you don't know where to start. You want to signal that you've grown up. You want to be edgy. You want to branch out from that box that Disney Channel put you in. Well, we can help with that. Look no further than Bertha Lyons all-in commercial consulting for pop stars. Okay, I know that's long. So here's the thing. Here's our title, but for short, you can just go ahead and call Black. Black. Because when you want to reinvent your music, all you've got to do is make it Black.
Oh my God.
Me and my Black team understand your needs. As the world becomes a melting pot, it can feel overwhelming to have to develop your own personality, evolve it, then translate it into an authentic and viable music career. Why try? Who's got the time? Instead, you can make it Black. You'll reap the benefits while you just sit back and watch the Black team do all the heavy lifting on your behalf, and you'll barely have to lift a finger. Now that sounds familiar. That sounds like a familiar way to build an industry. Anyways, we have taken early methods pioneered by Elvis and other early rock and roll thieves, and we've applied state-of-the-art technology and data science to it. I'm sure you've heard of some of our biggest successes over the decades, from Paula Abdul to Justin Timberlake. Now, I'm not talking about vocalists who have a soulful and deep singing voice like Amy Winehouse. No, we specialize in manufacturing a sound, an aesthetic, a multimedia costume, if you will, that'll make your brand different in a way you can't quite describe. I want you to think Bruno Mars, Meghan Trainor, and recently Katy Perry. Have you ever wondered why their music is so smooth and enticing, but feels a little bad, a little dangerous at the same time? It's because it's blacker than it was before. Here's our formula. First, we add some algorithms to your music. We'll add drums and horns and maybe even some one-word ad-libs. Skirt, Once you're ready for it, we'll have you feature reggae artists and rappers for exactly one verse. That worked wonders for Taylor Swift, Gwen Stefani, Selena Gomez, and Ariana Grande. Now, phase 2, we'll add background dancers of color, urban colors and fashion in your color palette, 90s inspired cornrows, and gold necklaces sourced directly from the inner city. I'm using all this industry jargon, but you and I know it's Black. All right, so phase 3 is a complete lack of awareness about the real struggles and tensions faced in the African American lived experience. But don't worry, because while naysayers write Medium articles about you, you'll already be at phase 4, which is millions of dollars. Don't worry about that. So I see we're almost out of time, so here's the thing. I'm just going to take you through a mnemonic device that we've created to help our new clients. What you're going to do is borrow from artistic traditions that actually are already flourishing on other radio stations that your fans have just never heard of. You're going to look and sound exactly like them in ways that won't get you canceled. All right. But if you do get called out, we've got it built in. You just acknowledge it. But then you cry and keep doing it. You cry and keep doing it. And that's our method, folks. That's our method right here. Thank you so much. Once again, I am Bertha Lyon. And once you go Black, you get all the good parts except for the melanin and the struggle. Thank you.
Lion. Yes. Gosh, Shamara, thank you so much. That was awesome. Did you guys notice that she even changed her Zoom name? That is committing to the bit. Give it up for Shamara. Amazing. Oh my God, more. By the way, your timing is perfect Bertha / Shamara, because this month's theme, we have themes every month at Gold. And just for those of you who don't know, for our guests, we explore different themes. One month we explore sketch comedy. One month we explore satire. And this month we were exploring funny characters, and look what the universe brought us. So thank you so much. That was awesome. Once again for Shamara.
Woo.
That was amazing. Amazing. Okay. All right. More. Coming to the stage. We have another longtime member of Gold. She's a comedian. She's a musician. She is very easy to make cry. And happy to say she is fresh off buying a new brand of deodorant just to try it. You're going to love her. Please give it up for Miranda.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here. I'm just honestly, I am happy to get a chance to practice socializing. This past year of isolation, I think, has made it really difficult for me to figure out like what is and isn't okay to say to people out loud that I want to like keep in my life and not go away. So for example, I was on a date a couple months ago, and we were at IHOP because I respect myself. And the song Free Fallin' by Tom Petty came on, which if you don't know, it goes, she's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus and America too, which I personally think is just a guy being asked if he knows what a girl is. Because the next lines are like, she's crazy about Elvis, loves horses and her boyfriend too. Probably. So that song came on, and my date was like, oh my God, this song is so crazy. It always comes on when I'm at the grocery store. Isn't it crazy? And I was like, oh my God, that is so wacky. Yeah. Crazy. I also have a crazy thing about this song. This was the song, that if I was going to, I would kill myself to, Yeah, I would just wait until the bridge when it goes, leave this world for a while. And then I would jump off my parents' roof if I was going to do it. Yeah, so I'm not really dating anymore. No, but you know what? I don't think that is a cry for help. Contrary to the belief of everyone else in my life, I don't think it's a cry for help. I think that it is exactly what we need to be talking about in the year 2021 in order to make connections. I'm done with small talk. I don't care that you don't get Ricky Gervais, like no one does. And we're in a global pandemic. The US government is between like a fascist rock and a neoliberal hard place. So yes, I do want to talk about my dream method of suicide. Kill me, please. Yeah, obviously I miss dating, but I miss sex more. I feel like at the beginning of the pandemic, I was really coming into my sexual age of enlightenment in that I was applying the scientific method to everyone that I slept with. And that was like, it didn't go over great because I would be like, I'd be like on top and I'd be riding and I'd be like, I'm coming to a conclusion, and a light bulb. I would come like really, really hard, but then he'd leave. It's like no, actually, a fun fact about me. We're gonna get into some raunchy topics. I have a lifelong struggle with being able to come, and it is been really hard on my friends and family for sure. While we're on the topic, like no other person, like no one else has ever made me come, which is kind of like a weird thing to say, but I do love saying it to people that I plan on sleeping with because the men in that demographic are always like, we're going to change that tonight. And then they don't. It's just, there's nothing like watching a man realize he's incompetent in real time. I just feel like, I've always heard that men have a really hard time like stopping themselves from coming. Like they have to suppress it. They have to think of their grandmother, or like a tractor full of bees or whatever else makes you soft. And it's like, I get it. That's sweet. You wait for your partner. It's feminist. It's blah blah whatever. But I feel like I have an opposite problem, which is that, to even get there, it's like, okay, well, like getting myself to come is like a child abduction case. Because if it doesn't happen within the first 24 minutes, it's gone forever. Radio. Start planning a funeral. Yeah, my clit is like this terrified parent, and it's like, I've read the statistics, okay? 15 minutes and nothing. What are you gonna do about it? Do your job, huh? And my clit is, or my vibrator's like, ma'am, my colleagues and I are the best at what we do. You just have to trust us. We promise we're gonna find your, and then my cut to orgasm is found in a shallow grave. And I roll over and I watch TikTok until I fall to sleep. Executive producer Dick Wolf. Thank you.
Oh my God, Miranda, amazing, amazing. You have to go back and read the chat from particularly Tamara, who almost perished. And yeah, now you all know. Now I know why. Miranda asked me before the show, "Are your kids coming to the show?" They would have loved it. It's all very feminist and own your body, and that's what we're here for. We're all in touch. That was awesome. So please give it up once again for Miranda. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right. Amazing, amazing. Who is ready for a little more show?
Whoa.
Right. I knew you were. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Coming to the stage, Miranda for Congress. Yes. Coming to the stage. She is not only hilarious and all of those good things, she is also Gold Comedy's community manager, which means when you show up and join Gold, she takes care of you. She makes sure you know where to go. She makes sure everyone gets what they need. She makes sure you're comfortable and knows you know your way around. And that is the biggest gift she can possibly give. The second biggest gift she can possibly give, because she is so damn funny. You're going to love her. Please give it up for her. Oh, and she's afraid of the dark. She hates peanut butter. She loves cats. Please give it up for Christina.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Lynn. So my boyfriend surprised me the other day with a sink full of dirty dishes. Oh, I was like, wow, you shouldn't have. Really, you were gonna have those done. I'm home. I cut him some slack because he is dating me. And I can imagine that that's just like having a chihuahua, like she's really cute, but she'd be way cuter if she was quieter. I'm like two sides of the crazy ass coin. Like I am deeply insecure and anxious all the time, but I'm also the baddest bitch I know.
There you go.
You guys think that too, right? And I don't have like one of those admirable love languages, like I'm not one of those girls who care about things like acts of service. So I'm supposed to be turned on because you read to the blind. It's like your kink. No, my love language is how do they word it? Stuff. Like to get shit, like it's not really like a materialistic thing. It's more so I just want to know that you're thinking of me. With stuff, Some women just need to hear you're beautiful and they're fulfilled. I just need to hear you're going to Hawaii. Yes, that really keeps my spark alive. And I've always been like this. I the reason why I fell in love with my first crush was because he had a really cool car. Stuart Little. No, I know. Stuart Little, whatever. Me, I was like, that is boyfriend material. I just want to cruise with the top down. Right? And like, it's clearly not hard to please me. I'm shallow. That's it. Just get me shit. And when in doubt, chocolate. Okay, you can't go wrong with chocolate. I am a chocoholic. I do not discriminate. I love all chocolates except Dove chocolate. Don't be disrespectful. Don't give me Dove chocolate. Okay? Because like, if you give me Dove chocolate out of all the delicious chocolates that this world has to offer, I'm gonna take that as a sign that you think I smell. I know Dove chocolate and Dove soap are not the same brand, but one of them should give up. Can you imagine if they came out with a brand new chocolate and it was called Irish Spring? I don't want that shit. I want Ferrero Rocher because I'm worth it, baby. Yeah, and I work in the restaurant industry like Kelly, and I hate it, but it definitely has its pros. The money is good, the hours are flexible, sexual harassment consistent. It reminds me that I'm a woman. Sometimes I forget. And I've been thinking about ways to make my exit, and they always say, there comes a time where you need to spread your wings, and I think that time has come. But I'm ready to spread my legs on that stripper stage. I think that's what it is. I thought about it. I know. This is a tough topic, but I've come to the conclusion that it's time to throw in the towel and throw that ass in the circle, ladies. It is, okay? Because I can do this. Like, if I'm gonna be a stripper, it's now, okay? Now's the time. Like, you want a lap dance? Sure. I'll give you a lap dance. 6 feet apart, of course. We in the pandemic, baby. You can't touch me. And I'll never find that plexiglass with nothing but a mask. Ooh. Yes, I'll even pretend I'm stuck. Ooh, give you real bang for your buck. I gotta do this now before the world gets back to normal, because I really just want to hear the announcer be like, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage your next sexy stripper, Quarantina. Thank you guys. That's it for me.
Yeah. Christina, or should I say Quarantina? All right. Yep, it is your moment. This is your now, Christina. By night, a comedian, and by night, a stripper. It'll be great. You just have to use some sort of time management app, and we'll support you. We will support you.
I'm glad you support me.
Stay safe. All right, give it up for one more time for Christina. Then segue your clapping into getting ready for your headliner. Let's see. She has actually been hanging around Gold from even before we had opened our doors to this online community club that we have now. She's been doing stand-up since she was 12. Am I right? Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Something small like that, something impressive, 12, 13. And she's not that old, but that's a lot of years actually. For this young person. And she, let's see, she's in college now. She is one of the editors, one of the youngest ever editors of her campus satire magazine, The Bunyan. And vamping, because I forgot to look at to see if you chatted me anything. And there is one other thing I'm going to say that's very important, which is she's also the author of the goldcomedy.com advice column. So she is author of Ask Avery. So the spoiler alert, her first name is Avery. Coming to the stage, please welcome your headliner, Avery Lender.
I was wondering how long you were gonna vamp before you realized that I didn't send you my opening statement. So
that was exactly how long.
I'm gonna start with a one-liner I just wrote seconds ago. So this is really hot off the press. You know what the worst part about wearing glasses is on Zoom? It's that the teacher can, always see your screen in the reflection, and it's just impossible to watch porn during class.
Oh my god.
All right, guys, let's get into it. Something I miss about elementary school, besides being good at math and having the confidence to go outside looking like this.
Oh.
I know it's taboo to do an intermission in your first joke, but could you guess where I'm wearing that outfit to, what the occasion is? I'm gonna let you know. I was meeting Curly from the Harlem Globetrotters. So anyway, back to elementary school. Something I really miss is show and tell. Like, wasn't show and tell the best? Someone would always like bring in a live animal. That's actually the only thing I can remember about it, but that was rocked. Like, but I thought I would do kind of a modern twist on a show and tell tonight. Let me introduce you guys to something I like to call Tinder tchotchkes. Now, for everyone below the age of 50, a tchotchke is like a little trinket or a bauble. And for everyone above the age of 50, Tinder is an online dating for teen hookups. Is everyone on the same page here? I'm glad. And I started doing Tinder tchotchkes when I realized that spending a night with me just shouldn't be free. Wait. Don't let your brain go to prostitution. I promise, a man giving me a trinket worth monetary value in exchange for spending the night and possible sexual exploits is the furthest thing from prostitution. Don't tell my... So tonight I'll be sharing just two of their stories and tchotchkes with you, lovely ladies, and my roommate, Evan. So without further ado, I'm gonna start with Rock. Take a look here. Now Rock, and I will continue to refer to this man as Rock, both to keep his identity secret, and so you can just imagine Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in place of the actual skinny, blonde, purple skinny jeaned wearing man that I was presented. Rock, how do I describe him? Rock was the kind of guy who said I was putting him on the spot after asking what his favorite food was. Rock was a singer-songwriter, which for those you don't know is code for I don't reciprocate oral sex. Which unfortunately never got to find out. I actually kicked him out early after making me do Wim Hof breath exercises. He claimed it brought us closer to God, but I just couldn't do it, man. And that's gonna bring me without a transition to tchotchke number 2. And this one might be kind of shocking, so please bear with me for an explanation of how this got into my possession. I'm presenting to you the Malia Obama Coke dollar. Now, let's get into this, shall we? So, if the image of the man who gave me this object, I'm going to put it down. If the image of the man who gave me this object is a short Harvard Jewish Jordan Belford, you're absolutely correct. And I would feel remiss if I didn't say why this is called the Malia Obama Coke dollar. And that's because there's about a 63% chance that Malia herself did a line with her presidential daughter's nose with this dollar.
Oh my God.
Now, do I have the ability to take a strand of Malia's hair and conduct a full DNA match? No, so let's just go with it for the sake of the story because it makes it crazy. Thank you so much. So he gave me this, and something I noticed about this man immediately is that all of his walls were blank. And it is my personal philosophy that I never trust a white-walled man. Because either you have recently escaped a mental hospital and are just missing the feeling of the inside, or you're a 19-year-old American psycho just ready to put down some newspapers and go to town on my body. So I just don't trust them. Immediate red flags. Now, MOCD, which is of course abbreviation for Maria Obama co-teller, was a true businessman. He didn't just sell weed carts, he also sold his sperm. Wow, that's true. I don't know what's worse, buying sperm from a drug dealer or drugs from a sperm dealer. They both just don't sit right with me. But don't fear, this guy's from Harvard. That wasn't his only business venture, okay? During the date, he showed off his $300,000 baseball card collection, which we discussed for not just 1, but 1.5 hours, which may I just say is an eternity in baseball card explanation land. Here's a fun fact that I actually learned, through this whole discussion. Having a baseball card collection as a college senior almost always results in something. Let me see if I can get the pronunciation right. It's French, so bear with me. I think it's called small penis syndrome. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Be sure to tune in next time when I tell the story of how I got this glass lighthouse into my possession. Thank you guys so much.
All right, give it up for Avery Lender. And her, prop comedy works so well on Zoom. In real life, I would not counsel it, but that was a masterpiece of props. And yes, come to the next monthly showcase to find out about the lighthouse. All right, that was awesome. Everyone, give it up for Caitlin and Ariel and Kelly and Shamara and Miranda and Christina and Avery and yourselves for coming out. Thank you so much for coming. Let me just get you in view so I can see all of you again. Oh, there you are. You look so good. I'm going to take a screenshot. Everyone, hold up a trinket that you've gotten from a date that was a great story, or just anything nearby that would be funny. Here's an antique cocktail glass. Yep. Okay. What's Kathy brought a dog. Thank you,
Wow.
Kathy.
Oh, Kathy.
Moment. Awesome. And big smile for all the comedians. All right. You guys, that was such a great show. If you're interested in Gold Comedy, please check us out at goldcomedy.com and give it up once again for all your performers and the guests from the Gold Comedy community who are here. For example, Phi, great to have you. And we'll see you again.
Yay!
Everyone get home safe. Have a great night. Take care.
Take care, everyone. Thanks for having